ಗುಡ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ನೂನ್. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಸೆಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಮಲ್ಲೇಶ್ವರಂ ಇವರು ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಮಾಡಿದಂತಹ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ 2023 ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆದಂತಹ ಸಮಾಜ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ನ ಸ್ಕೀಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಇವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್. ಹೌದಾ, ನಾನು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಎಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್ ಬಿಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಈ ಕೀ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಗಳೇ ಫೈನಲ್. ಇವುಗಳ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನೀವೇನಾದರೂ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ನೀವು ರಿವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ಬೋದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ನೀವು ಮುಂದಿನ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಇದೊಂದು ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಾಡಲ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಆಗಿರಲಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ಅಂಥ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ಇದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಕೀ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಗಳನ್ನ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಹಂಗಾರೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ the first princely state to accept a subsidiary alliance is, okay, option C, Nizam of Hyderabad. Next, Goa was merged into Indian Union state. Right answer, option B, 1961. Next, Dr. D.M. Nanjundappa committee was established with the objective to check religialism. Option B, check religialism. Next, fourth one, truly the whole mankind is one was declared by option A, Pampa. Rajesh purchased a TV worth Rs 25,000. It broke down within 2 days. The TV company did not consider his complaint. He has to file a case in a district consumer forum. Option A, right answer. District consumer forum. The best example for the conventional energy source among the following is, which one? Natural gas. We produce a natural gas through biogas plant. Okay, we are in our local language we call as a goba gas. Okay, then whatever the wind energy, solar energy and tidal energy, these are non-conventional energy sources. Niti Ayoga headed by the Prime Minister, but the day-to-day administration is looked after by Vice Chairman. Option D, right answer, Vice Chairman. Next, the Child Labor Prohibition and Control Act was enacted in the year 1986. Option C, 1986. Why did Wellesley introduce a subsidiary alliance to bring the Indian kings under control? To bring the Indian kings under control. Next question. What was immediate cause for the First World War? The assassination of Austrian Prince Archduke Franz Ferdinand. Okay, it is the immediate reason. What is a communalism? Split up the community on the basis of religion, then create a religious division resulting in mutual distrust and threat. What is meant by prejudice? Okay, opinion about another person or community even before gets to know them. Prejudice, purvagraha pidita. What is the Kal Baisakhi? The rain that occurs in West Bengal due to local temperature and winds during April and May. It is called as a Kal Baisakhi. Why are mangrove forests of Gangetic Delta called Sundarbans? Sundari trees are found in plenty in these forests. That's why it is called as a Sundarbans. What is deficit budget? When the expenditure is more than the income, it is called as a deficit budget. Banks collect service charges from which type of a bank account? Current account. Right answer, current account. What measures are taken by the government of India to remove illiteracy? Okay, several points are there. This is a 2-mark question. Total 2 marks, 18 questions are there, so 36 marks. Then 4 points is enough to 2 marks. Sarva Shikshana Abhiyana was launched in 2001. Priority was given for education physically challenged, women's education and awareness. In 1988, National Literacy Mission was started. Sakshara Bharata mission started. Education is made fundamental right. Right to Education Act RTE 2009. Okay, compulsory free education for 6 to 14 years. These all are what measures to taken by the government in India to remove illiteracy. Then all type question is there. What measures are taken to check terrorism in India? What measures are taken to check terrorism in India? India policy is totally against terrorism. Central and state governments are venturing to control terrorism, protect men and property, because whenever terrorism occurs, men and properties are destroyed. Anti-terrorist forces are set up. Defense forces are pressed into throughout terrorism. Peace-loving nation against terrorism in the world level. It is against terrorism in world. Important 4 points are required. If you wrote 4 points, then you will get 2 marks. Social stratification is not commonly observed in all countries. Explain. Why? Because in each country income level is different, education level also different, caste system is different, color, sex, job, intellectual, low and high, opportunities, rich and poor, blacks and whites, slaves and owners, like this. Whatever the things are there, these are different in different countries. That's why social stratification is not commonly observed in all countries. Explain the nature of riots. Explain the nature of riots. Destroying everything in their way, creation of chaos, lead to large scale loss, do not have any particular aim, serious challenges for law and order, provoking circumstances, uncontrolled behavior, uncivilized behavior, riotous mindset. These are the what important key points. If you write any 4 points, you will get 2 marks. The British used Indian Council Act of 1909 to divide and rule India. Justify. The total number of central legislative members was increased. The number of council members was also increased in the provinces. The members for the legislature were allowed through election. Separate representation for Muslims. Separate electorate college was created. Okay, if you write any 4 points, you will get 2 marks. What were the effects of First War of Indian Independence? The arrangement made by company with the kings were accepted. Ambitious expansion plans had to be given up. A stable government had to be provided to Indians, not to interfere in religious matters. Peaceful rule was not possible without support, trust and confidence. New route to freedom movement. Then 21st question. Irrigation is very essential in India. Why? Availability of water varies from region to region, varies from time to time. Rainfall in India is uncertain, unreliable, unequally distributed. Rain is unequally distributed. Agriculture depends on irrigation. That's why irrigation is essential in India. The eastern coast of India is more prone to cyclone. Why? Cyclones originate in Bay of Bengal, heating different in land and water. Humidity is also differ from place to place. Unstable air masses in place to place. Cyclone originate in Bay of Bengal and blow westwards. Sometimes they change their direction to north to west, hitting Odisha or West Bengal. Occurrence in 2 periods, more frequently in October and November. If you write any 4 key points, then you will get 2 marks. Which factors lead to the Green Revolution? Using a high yielding seeds, Dr. Norman Borlaug, an agricultural scientist, discovered high yielding grains, achieved immense success in Mexico and Taiwan, a regulated supply of water, protection from diseases, high yielding variety seeds, fertilizers and pesticides are used, irrigation facilities were expanded, used improved technology. What are the main objectives of Consumer Protection Act? Importance for safety and quality, avoiding production and sale of dangerous goods, prevention of trade malpractices, supervision on quality and weights, supervision on price, compensating the consumers in case of any problem arising as a result of trade, creating awareness to the consumers through consumer education. Name the princely states annexed under the pretext of doctrine of lapse. Satara, Nagpur, Sambalpur, Udaipur, then Udaipur, Jhansi, Jaipur. What were the results of Third Anglo-Mysore War? Treaty of Srirangapatna. Tipu was forced to part with half of his kingdom. 3 crore rupees as war damage fees. Pledged 2 of his sons as a guarantee against the payment. Released the prisoners of war. If you write any 4 points, you will get 2 marks. What are the contributions of Annie Besant to social reformation? Answer. Started the activities of Theosophical Society of India. Aroused pride in Indian culture through lectures. Attempted to establish equality. Universal brotherhood harmony. Support to the freedom struggle. Started New India newspaper. Home Rule movement. President of Congress session in 1917. 4 points are needed. Population is deemed as a human resource. Explain. The population is the one who utilize the resources. They are the consumers and producers. The education makes them utilize the resources in a proper way. How can we control smuggling? Encouraging import substitutions, suitable modulations of domestic market, prices, proper export import policy, strict coastal vigilance, punitive measures, interstate trade agreements, proper awareness. Smuggling is anti-national and is economical a crime. Social boycott of smuggled goods. Key important 4 points are required. You will get 2 marks. What are the measures to eradicate unemployment? Population control, encouragement to cottage industries, agricultural development. Agricultural development. 1 minute. Agricultural development, industrial development, educational reforms, then 5-year plans, then encouragement of vocational education, then next rural development, employment guarantee programs. Next question. How are coastal plains helpful? Okay, ports helpful to trade, coastal plains helpful to agriculture, lakes, salty lakes, brackish water, lagoons. Okay, if you write any 4 points from these, you will get a 2 marks. Name the atomic minerals found in India: uranium, thorium, beryllium, lithium. Rural development is a nation's development. Explain. Development of agriculture and agriculture related activities, increase agricultural income, creation of employment opportunity, increase of production, grow good health, more work involvement of a people, increase nation's production, development of a small scale industries, decrease poverty. Then list out the various types of a bank accounts: saving bank account, current bank account, recurring deposit account, term deposit account. Must and should 4 points are there, 4 points required to get 2 marks. Then question main number 4, 6 sentence. If you write, you will get a 3 marks. Okay, 3 marks, 9 questions are there, total 27 marks. Then Krishnaraja Wadiyar 4 was much interested in spreading education among his people. Justify. Interested in spreading education, abolished fees in primary schools, helped girls' education, established a Mysore University, scholarship to abroad education, IISc, Indian Institute of Science in Bangalore was established at the time of Krishnaraj Wadiyar 4. State the results of the Battle of Buxar. Diwani rights over Bengal was given. Shah Alam II granted for an annual fee of rupees 26 lakhs. War indemnity war indemnity of 50 lakhs to be paid by Suj Uddhav, pension to Mir Jafar's sons, entire administration over Bengal to British. What were the aims of Prarthana Samaja? Service to mankind is service to God, priority to spread education. The Deccan Education Society encouraged widow remarriage, female literacy, intercaste marriage, interdenying, discouraged child marriage, against casteism, against idolatry, and Purda system, orphanages and national schools. Okay, if you write any 6 points, you will get 3 marks. Then R type, another one question is there. What were the demands put forward by the moderates to British government? Development of industries in India, reduction of military expenses, improvement in educational standards, studies about poverty, try to give a political education, appeals before the government, discussion about the problems. Explain the role of IMF in solving the economic problems of the world. Try to solving international economic problems, promote world trade, helpful to economic stability, sound balance of a payment, central bank of a central bank strives to harmonize the economic relations of advanced and poor nations. List out the problems faced by the unorganized sector workers. Not bound by any rules or regulations, less wages, not job security, no fixed wages and allowances, no pension, harassed by entrepreneurs, no vacation allowances. Any 6 points, you will get 3 marks. Soil erosion leads to many problems. Justify. Accumulation of a silt in the river beds causing a floods, changing direction of rivers course, storage capacity of the reservoirs get reduced, volume of water percolating down gets reduced, natural springs dry up, productivity is reduced, fertility is reduced, harm to vegetation, drought. Okay, if you write any 6 points, you will get 3 marks. List out the major ports that are found in eastern coast of India. Okay, Tuticorin, Chennai, Visakhapatnam, Paradip, Kolkata, Haldia. These are the what major ports that are found in eastern coast of India. List out the preventive measures for earthquakes. Restricting construction of a multi-stored buildings, using a very light materials for construction, ensure stability, providing basic amenities, medical facility, food supply, provide drinking water, temporary shelter, basic facilities. What is the main role of women self-help groups in rural area? Organizing poor rural women, making them financially independent, avail of loans easily and engage in productive activities, mobilizing savings, repayment of loans, control exploitation of women and children, help to control child marriage and dowry, caste system, help to building a clean and progressive society. Okay, another R type question is there. Which are the main types of non-tax revenues collected by the central government? The net profit earned by the Reserve Bank of India, the net profit generated by the Indian Railways, the revenue generated by the Department of Post and Telecommunications, the revenue generated by the public sector industries, the revenue generated by the coins and mints, various types of fees and penalties, etc. Any 6 points you will write, you will get us 3 marks. Mention the characteristics of an entrepreneur. Creativity, dynamism, team building, problem solving, risk taking, commitment, innovation, leadership, achievement, motivation, goal orientation, decision making. These are the key points of what entrepreneur. Banks provide a lot of services to its consumers. Explain. Banks will provide credit cards, personal loans, home and vehicle loans, mutual funds. We can able to fund in banks. Business loans bank will provide. Safe deposit lockers will bank provide. Debit cards, trust services, signature and guarantees, like these services for us bank will provide. If you write 6 key points, then you will get a 3 marks. Then answer the following in about 8 sentences. 4 mark questions, 4 the 16 marks. The integration of Kashmir with Indian Union is unique compared to the other provinces. How? King Hari Singh wanted to be independent, fearing a merger with India. Pakistan insisted the tribals decided that at marginal with India that had a democratic republican constitution was better than merging with which had a religious constitution. King Hari Singh requested for the help for Indian government. Pakistani attempt failed. Jammu and Kashmir merged with India with a certain conditions. One part of Kashmir remained with a Pakistan POK. India complained to the UNO. UNO ordered a ceasefire. Kashmir occupied by Pakistan is called POK. Pak occupied Kashmir. For these reasons, the integration of Jammu and Kashmir is unique. Relationship between India and China has been strained in these days. Why? India was first country to recognize Chinese communist government. India-China relationship is based on Panchashila principles. Next, Hindi Chini Bhai Bhai concept was adopted. Constructive cooperative principles are not bringing expected results. China has annexed Tibet against India. 1962 India-Pak war. China won the war. China's claim over Arunachal Pradesh. Maoist terrorism in the form of Naxalism in India. Our border is also not finally demarcated. No well settled international border. We do have only line of actual control. Nuclear threat, foreign trade challenges, military advancements. Agriculture plays a very important role in Indian economy. Justify. Agriculture is the main occupation of Indians, played important role to develop civilization. It is the main occupation of Indians involved in different forms, cultivating a different crops, supplies the food grains, food to cattle, raw materials for industries. Agriculture nourishes many industries, chemical fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides industries. Agriculture supports many tertiary occupations like transport, trade, and banking, helps environmental balance. If you write any 8 key points, you will get a 4 marks. Explain the political and economic causes for the first war of India independence. Political causes: doctrine of lapse, many kingdoms lost their existence. Satara, Jaipur, Jhansi, Udaipur came under the British control. Cancelled the title of Nawab of Tanjavur and Carnatic. Nawab of Oudh and other kings were stripped. Lakhs of soldiers became unemployed. Economic causes: due to the Industrial Revolution, Indian handicrafts and cottage industries suffered heavily. Indian craftsmen became unemployed. Textile and wool industries become weak. People lost their jobs. British imposed heavy taxes on Indian goods. Jamindari system exploited the farmers. Inam lands were taken back. Farmers faced many financial problems. For this question, another one R type question is there. Which one? It's a explain the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Explain the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Widespread protests against Rowlatt Act. Protests turned violent. Imposed a military rule. Banned all demonstrations. Protesters had decided to assemble at Jallianwala Bagh. They were not aware of this ban. 20,000 protesters had assembled. Peaceful demonstration. General Dyer, without any warning, attacked the protesters with firearms. 379 persons died. Thousands were seriously injured. This incident is called Jallianwala Bagh tragedy. Any any 8 key points are there, means you will get 4 marks. Draw an outline of map of India and mark the following: 82 and half east longitude, Kochi, Vishakhapatnam, Koina. Then this is the 82 degree, 82 and half east longitude. Then next Koina we have to show here. Then Vishakhapatnam. Then next one Kochi where it's in Kerala. Okay, Koina. In Kannada medium key answers they shown here, but a little bit in English version key answers they came downwards. Okay, because Koina is in Maharashtra and it is nearer to Karnataka border. That's why we have to show little bit below. Okay, these are the key answers of English medium social science. Hopefully these are useful for you for a next year 10th standard uh, students also, and for this year re-evaluation or how much I am able to score in SS, you can able to check with the help of these key answers. So hopefully this is useful. If you feel this is useful video, then share it to your friends and groups. Thank you so much.